so good to see you again. I'm so glad that you are part of VBS for Tuesday. You came back. So Monday was lots of fun. We had a great time with all those different activities that we did and with shooting our videos. So today we are back for Tuesday learning how to serve, and I think we're missing somebody though. But Wonder Woman does not seem to be here yet. She could be coming any minute. Let's see.
Oh, I'm so tired of me.
Oh, you're making me want to yawn.
I'm so tired.
Oh, Wonder Woman, you look exhausted.
I am.
Oh.
I'm so tired.
Well, did you not get a good night's sleep?
I didn't. You know, I love these towns. I was in Glen Ellen, in Lombard, Wheaton, Carroll Stream, Glendale Heights, but I'm not from here. And so I just walked around all night and I had nowhere to sleep. So I'm really tired.
No, I can't believe it. I just thought you might be sleeping here or that you had a place to sleep. But you should totally sleep at the church.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that would be okay?
Yeah.
But wait, like at this church?
Yeah, you could sleep here on one of the couches, or I mean, for some of the homeless people that we know, we've been raising money to give them hotel rooms to stay in. Mm-hmm. But the church is just, if you just keep it on the down low, you could probably stay in the church, no problem.
Wow, because I think I probably only need to stay a week.
Yeah,
that'd be okay.
That'd be fine. It'd be perfect. Well, that's how long VBS is too. So
even
there
better.
we go.
I love it. And you know what? Oh, that's going to be great. If I sleep at the church, I just thought of something. If I sleep at the church, I bet you I'll be closer to Jesus then.
Well, sleeping at the church might not make you closer to Jesus just by itself. But you know, when you come to church, like for Spark or VBS or Sunday worship, or maybe like a Bible study, those things help us be close to Jesus because we're learning about Him and we're doing what He says. We're listening to Him and doing what He says. But when we just sleep at the church, or like, you know, sleep with the Bible under our pillow, those things don't really work. Because Jesus is a real person, and He wants us to, He's God, He's God's Son, but He wants us to get to know Him and listen to Him and then do what He says. And that's really what makes us closer to Jesus.
Well, that makes sense. I'm glad you corrected me.
Yeah.
I didn't have to use the lasso of truth on you.
Oh, good. I hope that you don't use that on me. That looks like it could burn and hurt.
No.
So why don't we do a memory verse? Do you think the kids are ready to say it?
Oh, I think the kids remember it from yesterday for sure.
Okay. So here we go on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Use whatever gifts you have to serve others. 1 Peter 4:10.
That was great. I think I could hear the kids. Did you hear them, or is that my supersonic?
That was your supersonic hearing. I didn't hear them, but what if we have them say it again really loudly?
Maybe you can hear it then.
And then what if we just like listen while they say it?
I think that's a great.
So we'll count them down. Okay. Count your kids down. You say it without us. So 1, 2, 3, go. Nice. That was really good. Yeah.
Did you hear it too?
Yes, I kind of heard it. You have the super hearing ability, so you could hear it, and I believe that it was real loud because you heard it.
I heard it.
That's awesome.
It was amazing.
Cool. Well, guys, let's watch that story video.
Okay.
God's story. Mary and Martha. So part of God's story is about Mary and Martha, and it goes like this. Mary and Martha were sisters. We don't know a whole lot about them, but we do know they lived in Martha's house in a town called Bethany. Mary and Martha were really good friends with Jesus, so when they invited friends over to hang out, sometimes Jesus came over. Kids, what would you do if Jesus was coming to your house? Well, one time, Jesus came over for dinner at Mary and Martha's. When he arrived, the sisters got everything ready. Or rather, Martha got everything ready. Mary wasn't helping at all. She just sat at the feet of Jesus, listening to him talk. When Martha saw Mary sitting there, she was furious. She wanted everything to be perfect for Jesus, and she thought that Mary should help. Eventually, Martha got so mad that she stomped over to where Mary was sitting. She didn't even talk to Mary. Instead, she said, "Jesus, my sister has left me to do the work by myself. Don't you care? Tell her to help me." When Jesus heard Martha, he wasn't mad. He just wanted to be with her. He said, "Martha, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things, but only one thing is needed. Kids, that one thing is Jesus." See, Jesus didn't mind that Martha was making dinner. That's a nice thing to do. The problem was, Martha didn't realize how special it was to be spending time with Jesus. She was too focused on making dinner. Imagine planning a big party for all your friends, but you got so caught up in getting ready, you didn't even get to have fun with them, which was the whole reason you had them over. That's kind of like what happened to Martha. Anyway, as for Mary, she wasn't being lazy. She just cared about Jesus more than anything else. Maybe more than she cared about what Martha thought of her, and maybe definitely more than making a perfect dinner for her friends. Of course, Jesus likes it when we help our sisters, or our friends, or our moms, or our dads, or our brothers, or our cousins, or anyone else who needs it. But he told us that the most important thing we can do is love him and God with all our hearts. And the second most important thing we can do is love others. You can read about it in Matthew 22:36 in the Bible. Martha wasn't loving God or Mary, so Jesus encouraged her to act like her sister. Mary had a chance to sit at Jesus' feet, and she did. And that's the story of Mary and Martha. So in case you missed it, here's the quick version. Mary and Martha were sisters. They lived together. They were friends with Jesus. They invited Jesus over. Martha worked on dinner. Mary sat with Jesus. Martha got mad. Martha told Jesus she was mad. Jesus said Martha only needs one thing, him. Loving Jesus is the most important thing we can do. And that's a part of God's story.
Well, that was a great story, wasn't it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that story with Mary and Martha.
So Mary listened to Jesus. She sat at his feet and she was close to him.
Yeah, but Martha, I mean, she was trying to serve, but the only time she actually talked to Jesus or spent time with him was when she was angry.
One of them was serving with their heart close to Jesus. Really, she wasn't so much serving as she was just listening to Jesus and being close to him. And, you know, when we serve people and we're just doing stuff, that is great. But when we serve with our heart close to Jesus, listening to him and doing what he says, that is really special. So.
Good morning, Super Squad. I hope you guys got a great night's sleep last night. I'm so excited you're back for today, and thank you for being here to worship with us. Today we're going to do the song Walk on Water. It's another one of my favorites. This time we're going to do some jumping, so make sure you do have enough space in your family room, living room, or wherever you're doing this worship song. So let's check it out. Move those arms around. Okay. And then do a couple of hops. You're not going to knock anybody over, right? Then I think you're ready to get started. Are you guys ready to walk on water with me? Okay, let's go.
I'm closer to you, but I feel like I'm so far away. 'Cause I let my fear get in front of my face. I'm back and forth like a wave in the wind. But I hear your voice and it's pulling me in. It's pulling me in. I wanna walk on water. Take a leap and step out.
Let's liven it up.
I wanna walk on water. Take the lead. It's not I know when you won't let me sink. I wanna trust you deeper. Believe it, that you are. You everything you say you are.
Clap.
You're just everything you say you are. Everything you say you are. Feel the beat in every heart. You're everything you say you are.
Let's see how low you can go. Okay, come back up. Way to go, friends. We'll see you tomorrow.
Boys and girls, we are at that time for Q&A. If you have looked into your bags for Tuesday, you will have seen a very delicious snack.
This is one of my favorites too.
Yeah, it's so good. It's actually like a person,
Mm-hmm.
but like what? Like sort of a doll?
You
Is that
make a
what Sour
funny.
Patches are?
I'm not sure. I always make a little bit of a funny face when I eat something
Mm.
sour.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Oh, I was in that.
I don't think my Amazonian sisters would appreciate how much candy I've been eating these past 2 days. It's good though.
Oh, the first shower. And the number one ingredient of that is sugar.
Mm.
That's how you know it's healthy.
Okay.
Okay, so Q&A.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
All right, here we go. We are asking you questions to see if you have been learning, and we know you have. So, questions for Tuesday. We want to know which sister was the one who listened to Jesus and spent time with him.
Mm-hmm. I know the answer.
Oh, what is the answer?
Are you guys ready? Say it with me on the count of 3. The sister listening to Jesus was Mary.
Mary, that's right. And what was the name of the sister who was serving, but kind of with an angry heart?
Sure. I know the answer. Do you guys
Yeah.
want to say it?
Okay, let's give the kids a moment to think.
Okay.
And on the count of 3, we'll say it. 1, 2, 3.
Martha.
That's right. So Martha was the one who
Mm-hmm.
was serving. Now you can serve and have an angry heart, but Mary had a good, kind heart because she was spending time with Jesus.
I think part of that story that really made sense to me was that Martha wanted to serve Jesus, but she was doing it by doing like busy things,
Mm-hmm.
and she kind of forgot that one way to serve Jesus was just to be listening to him.
Yes. That's maybe the best way to serve Jesus.
Sometimes we're too busy
Starts
doing,
out,
right?
yeah, and it starts out with us having our hearts close to him, because then when we serve others, we show his love. But why was Martha angry at Mary, kids? Why was Martha angry? Was Mary helping? Not really, right?
No, I mean, I think we see this a lot when we have siblings, where sometimes mom or dad asks, you know, hey, can you guys set the table? And one kid is sitting there listening to their dad tell them a story or something, and the other kid gets up and sets the table. And I can see that the second child who's setting the table kind of get frustrated that the first child didn't help.
Yeah. And so Jesus did help the two sisters to get along, so that was good. All right, well, thank you for doing the Q&A. You guys have been really good, but wait, should we ask a question from Monday?
Ooh, I think they remember. Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about a woman, and she was from a certain place called Samaria, which made her the woman.
Ooh,
What
she
was
was
her
a
name? It
good.
starts with an S.
I know this one.
She was the Samaritan woman. Yes.
A good
Was-
Samaritan, right?
Yeah, well, and there is another person that's called the Good Samaritan as well.
that's
So there's a few
interesting.
different people that were from, that were Samaritans. And Samaritans were people who, like, like if we thought about it today, a Samaritan would be someone who maybe had a different skin color or spoke a different language. And Jesus told a lot of stories about how it's important to get along with and even get help from people who are different than us. So
That's great.
I like that about the
Yeah,
Bible
for
stories.
sure. Well, super.
All right, well, this has been Q&A. I have another Sour Patch Kid I'm going to eat, so I'm going to eat this.
Yeah, you go
And,
ahead. I only eating one today,
I'm
kids.
eating one. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Well, so now it is time for us to get into the boxes.
Yes, that's my
Wanna
favorite
see
part. Absolutely, I
What
can't wait.
Tuesdays is?
Yes.
Tuesday.
Ding, 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 ding.
You know,
Well, we got, oh my goodness. Here is a hat.
oh, I love this.
I love hats.
This is so cool. So you get to make this hat, and you're gonna color it with Sharpie markers or fabric markers that are in your family bag.
That's awesome.
So that's really cool.
Ooh, look at
Super Squad Serving Challenge is to clean up around your neighborhood.
I see something in the bag that would help with that, guys. Some rubber gloves and a garbage bag.
So this is like a really big deal, guys. Make sure that you do your Super Server challenges each day, because this is how you're training and actually becoming a superhero. You're gonna go and do something that's hard, that you might not want to do, but that is a really good thing for your neighborhood.
And if I were you, and since I want to be a superhero without my superpowers too, I'm going to make sure when I serve, I do it with a happy heart.
Yes.
And a heart that's close to Jesus and not like, what was her name
Martha.
again? Martha. Martha
Yeah.
had an angry heart. But
You want a heart like Mary.
yeah,
A good heart close to Jesus can serve. And now, this is actually a
Ooh,
special day
two.
because we have two, not one, but two special gifts to open on our Zoom call.
maybe because one's for Martha and one's for Mary.
Maybe. It could be.
I like that. All right, two presents.
So we've got all these different things, and like we mentioned, there's the Sour Patch Kids are in there. I think there's two Sour Patch Kids because, you know, whenever you start eating a Sour Patch Kid, then you want an extra one.
Yes.
And they're
I can't
pretty
wait to get
giant.
started on that hat.
And I hope that when the kids come on the Zoom call, they're going to open these presents on the Zoom call. But I also hope that I'll see you guys wearing your hats,
Yes.
all decorated. And you could maybe even put VBS on your hat here. You could put whatever you
Your
want.
superhero name, maybe.
Yeah, however you want to decorate it, but make it special, make it fun.
Make it super.
Super. All right, well, guys, thank you so much for being here for Tuesday. We are done and excited for you to open up your boxes again and get into your Tuesday supplies. We'll see you at 11:30 in a few hours for our Zoom call. And until then, goodbye.
Bye. See you then.
We have a story today about some people who served Jesus by. Can we pause it?